What's going on, guys? So I got a special video today for you guys, man. Especially if you guys are in sales. No matter what it's door-to-door sales, high ticket, executive sales, whatever, man. If you guys have to close a deal, on the phone or in person, B2B, B2C, then this video is for you. All right. So, my name is Randy Smith. So, for guys who don't know me, man, I started off in sales in 2019. And I'm going to pretty much break you down where I started from and what I am now, and how I can help many of you guys who are in the same position as me. From the top, man, to break this down, give you guys some context, one thing that I pretty much did around that time, man, was I went to college, man. I went to college. I got my degree, behavioral psychology. So I know many of this, you guys know this means zero. Like you guys know, once you got get a degree, it's like, okay, congratulations, you're 30,000 in debt, you're 20,000 in debt off the gate. So, that's why I kind of realized, like, wow, I'm in debt 20K, like, and I got to go back to school and kind of, get a master's and get a doctorate if I really want to do what I want to do. That's what I thought at the time. So I was like, okay, I really can't afford that again. So what can I do to kind of make some extra cash? And I was like, okay, I'm working at Safeway at the time. I'm at Safeway. I'm doing DoorDash. I'm doing kind of 2 or 3 jobs. Like, okay, if I can do this, I can kind of save up and do this and that. But then I found opportunity that I was like, okay, I'm finished school. So what can I really do to develop my skills and make money? And one job I found was something called door-to-door sales. You know, so I started out with this company called Direct Energy. Um, and it's like an energy company, and we go door to door and kind of sell people energy. I did this for about 6 months, man, 6 months, and I made on average like $200 a week, like 1,000 a month doing this, you know. But I will say this is by far the best job I had ever had to date, as far as just developing my skills, getting out my comfort zone, and just leveling up in all ways. So if you guys are on door to door right now, definitely take advantage of it and just use it as like a game. Use it as like leveling up your skills. Cause that's the mindset I kind of had going into it, even though I wasn't making money. All right. To give you guys some context, this is what I looked like in 2019. To give you guys some context, bro, I was living in the hood, bro, making a thousand a month, like living in the hood, like no, didn't have the fade, didn't have the fancy clothes, nothing crazy, So that's where I started from, right after college. This is me after the degree. I got my degree, and this is me. It's ridiculous, right? So I had to figure it out. So okay, I'm gonna do door to door for 6 months and figure this shit out. 'Cause I gotta figure something out. And as soon as I started getting good at door to door, I think the highest month I had was like a $4,500 dollar month, a 5K month doing door to door. Um, and once that happened, like 2 weeks later, man, the freaking world shut down. So this is around the COVID time when literally the world shut down. So I was like, what the Like, it was no door to door. At that point, I was like, what am I going to do? I tried to call the guy. I was like, this is 2020. I was like, man, there got to be some type of way that we can kind of do calls or do something online. But at the time, my boss, he didn't understand. He said, no, 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 we're gonna pretty much wait till it die down. Then we're gonna go back out there, still hit houses. I'm like, this isn't gonna work. Like during that time, I was like, it's no way, because people aren't gonna open the door. People aren't gonna just, even everybody's home, they're not gonna trust people open the door. They're not gonna trust it. So I was kind of ass out. So he let everybody go. The company pretty much went on layoffs, and I was pretty much out of a job for the whole 2020. That whole like 3 month period, 3 to 4 month period, out of work. I was figuring out, man, like, man, what am I gonna do? Like, I wanna freaking help people, but how can I help people? What can I do? You know, and that's when I got into fitness, coaching fitness. So this is my mentor here, man. His name is Aaron, and I met him in 2021. But before I met him, I did the whole personal training thing. I worked at LA Fitness for about a year. Got my certification in personal training, did all that nutrition, all that type of stuff. But obviously, as you guys know, personal trainers are freaking broke. I was that broke personal trainer too, making like 2,500 a month, 3K a month. Okay, whoop de doo, you know. Then I was like, I kept thinking like this online, something online has to work. It has to work, And then that's when my coach Aaron, man, he kind of put me on game and really like, he pretty much built this foundation of how to help, take my business to the next level. You know, another guy, Brandon. If you guys know Brandon Carter, I work with Brandon Carter as well. So those two guys are really instrumental in my success about okay, what the next step and what I should do going forward. So that's why I started my online personal training business. So after this, I went online 100%. So I was like, okay, I wouldn't recommend you guys do this, but I was like, okay, after the gym, we're gonna go online and take our skills online. Remember, at the gym, I was making about 3K a month, 2,500 a month, on average. And once I went online, and all the clients I had from in person kind of, went with me and tried this process out, I pretty much found a gold mine, literally, literally almost a gold mine, So this is where I started into online sales. I'm like, okay, I can sell online and do this, do that. And this is like most people some online, a lot of people I met in person, but this is like the same thing. And then I hit a roadblock. Over time I hit a roadblock. And when I hit a roadblock, I got fat, I got lazy, I stopped working out as hard. I stopped focusing on my health as hard. As you can see, this is like 2021, going on 2022. I got fat. I got fat. So, once I got fat, my sales dipped, my numbers dipped, everything went down, you know. And during that time, I was with a toxic girl, and it wasn't going well. Like everything was just going down. 2022, top of 20, everything was going down. Toxic girlfriend, man. Lifestyle was trash. Drinking again, going out partying, smoking again. I was like, what am I doing? And the sales went down. I was like, man, you know, I'm learning more and more about sales, trying to get the tactics and trying to do this, trying to do that. And it just wasn't working. Like the tactics wasn't working. So I was like, okay, the tactics aren't working. So what do I need to do? Like what went wrong? And then something clicked. I was like, I made the most amount of money when my lifestyle was structured around optimizing my health. you know, whether it's getting better sleep, working out consistently, eating better foods, not having toxic women or toxic friends in my life. That's when I figured out that my life thrived a lot more when I had better people around me and practiced better habits, to the point where I was like, let me try this. Let me try to optimize these little things about my life, like time management, sleep, lowering stress, certain things like that, and see if it works. You know, and over time, man, like I started making an insane amount of money. I started feeling a lot better, and everything went up. My style went up. I got more confident. As you see, I got in insane shape. Boom. This is a recent picture of me going through my own pretty much experimentation about optimizing my whole entire health. And when I got into rip shape like this, I made the most money I've ever made in my life. Get into insane shape. Insane shape. And that all came from optimizing my health. Obviously, guess what? More money means, guess what? I can take time off and travel. I'm not burnt down anymore. I'm not freaking working every day and freaking going crazy. I get to travel, take pictures. I love taking pictures. I get to travel, take pictures. There's New York. Boom, a poolside picture. I get to eat nice dinners. This dinner probably costs a couple $100. I got to freaking pay the tab and treat everybody. You know, another picture here. Boom, it's traveling, man. A beach picture here. So that's what I enjoy to do. And one thing I want to show you guys here, if I can pull it up. Hope you guys see this video. This is me, playing Top Golf. Having a night out, playing Top Golf. Like normal stuff that many guys in sales probably can't do because they're worried about KPIs. They're worried about freaking chargeback. This is what they're worried about a lot of things, and One other thing, man, dating. My dating life improved. I found a new girl. She's much better than the old girl I have, less toxic, and I'm just more of a better leader now. I'm more of a better leader. I feel like I have some type of status now because my health is optimized to its fullest potential. You know, she can't wait to see me again. So that's why I want to kind of break this down for you guys, man. 'Cause I know a lot of you guys want to have, let's say, money, status, looks, things like that to feel, fulfilled and feel great. So here are some of the roadblocks that I faced, and some of you guys may face, as from working in sales. A lot of brain fog, mental fatigue, anxiety, depression, erratic energy levels, a lot of stress, a sedentary lifestyle, and poor eating habits. And this is all the things I went through during my like 2 year stretch of like, sell online, doing sales from online. I freaking went through all of this stuff, man, a lot. So one thing that many guys might do is you guys might watch YouTube videos, scroll social media, look for answers. You guys might hire a fitness coach to help you guys solve all your problems. Like I did, but it didn't solve all my problems. You try and do it yourself, but you don't have the time. Or you buy courses, but you can't implement it. You can't implement it forever. So this type of things that you guys probably did, that I did as well, that I knew, man, this stuff isn't going to work for me. Like why even try? You know Pretty much using the basic cookie cutter protocol, something that isn't sustainable for your entire lifestyle, you know, and something that, maybe your lifestyle is more different than Justin. Justin, he might has a car, you might not have a car. He could probably go where he needs to go to get his stuff. You probably can't. So your guys' programs will be a lot differently than more similar, because your lifestyle is more different, you know. Um, and just having the time to implement the tactics, man. Many guys in sales, man, you guys work, let's say 10, 12 hours a day. So you guys don't really have the time to read everything. You guys want to have a life. You guys want to relax. You guys have to get the fitness order. So you guys have no time to waste, So implementing all the things you learn will be almost impossible. All right. And you're unable to stick with the program, so you end up quitting in 2 weeks or a month. No accountability, and you get overwhelmed. And that's going to cause burnout from sales costs. So that's going to cost, man. You losing your state in sales costs. So what I'm thinking is your lifestyle is so fucked up that once you get on sales calls, you're already like negative, like done. That's probably why you guys probably are closing at a 50% rate, 60% rate, which is not good. It's decent, but it's not great. I'm pretty sure you guys want to get that up, man. But think about it. All the tactics you guys can learn from on the sales calls. Imagine you guys optimize and came into the sales calls more on a higher level, higher state level. you know. And when you guys don't have the front part optimized, guess what? You get anxiety, less energy, less confidence. You can't make decisions. You aren't sharper. You aren't sharper on sales calls. Well, what does that mean? Low income potential, low status, low confidence inside of work and outside of work. And this is going to be you spinning your wheels. This guy, here, he's spinning his wheels. He has no social life. He has no money. He's fat. And that's all from just being overworked, not planning, and not having your health optimized. So I'm thinking, and then the cycle just starts all over again. You spin your wheels. So I'm like, okay, I was here before. I was here. So I'm thinking, if I was here, how did I get from here to this guy? So I had to kind of reverse engineer it and say, what did I do to get there? And this is what I did. So obviously there's all the roadblocks. So what did I do to get there? I did a lot of testing. So I tested my health, I tested nutrition, tested my sleep, stress, and obviously fitness training, as well as did mental health screening tests. Something that isn't talked about a lot, man. Especially guys in sales. Sales is a mindset game. You can't make a lot of money in sales if your mindset is trash. It won't happen. It won't happen. So a lot of testimonials from some guys. Knocked out the blood pressure, no blood pressure. The program worked so well. She finished the blood pressure. She didn't even need it anymore. She stopped taking it. Of course, I said talk to your doctor first, but she stopped taking it. Boom. This guy couldn't even do push-ups, 100 push-ups a day. He couldn't even do it. So guess what? He wasn't in shape. He wasn't optimized. His health was bad. His strength was below average. Terrible. That means low status. You're not confident. 2 weeks later, he's doing 100 push-ups a day, easy. Before that, he couldn't even do 20. Boom. Increased diet. Boom. More consistent diet. And last one, haven't felt this so in years. So he haven't worked out that hard in years. Which in sales, you need that relief. You need that stress relief. Something I teach. All right. So once we do all the testing, next we're going to figure out the cause of the symptoms. Like what causes the symptoms. So we got to understand what your body and mind needs to solve these problems. So what does our body and mind need to solve these problems? So let's look at it from some of my clients' point of view. And your point of view might be different, but it's all just having a healthy relationship with food and health, and keeping your mind on target. So one of my clients improved the relationship with food. A lot of guys in sales, they have this midday crash. Why do we have this midday crash? Because one thing can just be to have an unhealthy relationship with food. Let's say they have a rough morning. They don't close deals. Have a rough morning. They gorge on like fast food, and guess what? After 1 o'clock, they're done. They're done for it. Tired. No capiche. You can kiss the rest of the day goodbye. And it happened for me as well. And so I know that's a thing. So it's definitely a way to pretty much solve that problem. All right. As well as the sleep problem and things like that to increase, your health optimization. All right. So one thing we're going to do, man, we're going to customize your lifestyle based on your currently where you are now. It's all about adapting. The person who adapts the best will be the richest, most successful. As you guys know, AI is out. AI is going to take a lot of guys' jobs. If we don't adapt with AI, you're going to be left behind. Same thing. Adapting sales, adapting with your health. Doing everything you've been doing now, but we're just collecting data and collecting feedback. All right. So all we're doing now is collecting data and collecting feedback. One of my clients, 5-star review, boom, boom, easy plan meals, accountability system. He had everything he needed to track his data and collect feedback. And guess what? We made changes and found success. Body optimized. Boom. Losing body fat. That's another story. I want all my sales guys between 15 and 12% body fat. That's ideal level for you guys, man. Boom. So once we do that, get feedback, input, output, feedback. Next, it's going to be you'll be able to wake up more predictable. You'll be able to wake up better more often. Much better to enter flow state, more clear thoughts, limiting addictions and bad habits, and high motivation. I can talk about this stuff for hours, literally hours. But if your sleep schedule is inconsistent, most likely, if you're in sales, your bank account is going to be pretty inconsistent. If your health is inconsistent and going up and down, more than likely, your relationship with your girl is going to be more inconsistent up and down. So everything starts with inside of you, health, mentally, where you are now. Because if you can kind of be the leader you know you can be and lead people around you, then you're going to feel more better about yourself. And when you feel more better about yourself, you're going to do the things that's going to make you feel better about yourself, which is going to bed earlier, being more positive on sales calls, have high motivation to help people out, throwing away the bad habits, throwing away the drugs, the alcohol, the going out at night, the doing whatever you do that's a vice, is thrown out the window, because that stuff isn't going to give you any pleasure over time, And like I say, your time's optimized, your personal life is optimized. Sales calls become effortless. You're gonna get on a sales call, and you're gonna be like on a different state, like a different level, optimized. Like you're gonna be functioning on a different level once you get on these sales calls. Because why? You did all the front end work. You woke up at 5, 6, 7 in the morning. You hit the gym in the morning. You already closed 2 deals earlier. You're locked in. You're ready. You had your power nap. You had your protein for the day. You drunk already 2, 3, 4 cups of water already. Your brain is rampant. You're already locked in. When the person that's on a sales call that you're trying to close, they might not be in the best state because they need help from you. And that's where you're there to pick them up and, give them the help they need, you know? So yeah, man, much easier to control temper and emotions, remove stress and brain fog, right? That's one of my clients here. Checking his stats. That's what we do. We go over the stats and we're going to pretty much look at them and kind of, change it from what the stats tell us. So we have to track, so important. So that's one thing we're going to do is track his stats. Like I say, body fat, this should be 12 to 15%, percentage wise, all as a sales guy. If you want to be the most optimized, that's what I recommend, to be your sharpest. All right, boom. Another thing most of my clients doing is a lot of time blocking. So you see, having everything time blocked. Everything is blocked by the hour, every 30 minutes, everything is blocked. Everything is blocked. So we time block. We make sure we get the stuff we need to get done out the way, So that's another thing we'll do. That's going to keep you more sharper and have you focus on less things because everything's automatic, and once everything's automatic, your work productivity is 2 to 5x because you're not going to be like forced to work 10, 12 hours straight because guess what? Health optimize more energy. More energy means you get to do more stuff in less amount of time. So that same work that took you 4 hours to do, it should take you down an hour to do. That's the goal. And when you do that, guess what? Your income gets doubled. You look healthier, which that means you're a status symbol. So now we got money and now we got status. Just from optimizing the health. Look your best, feel your best, perform your best. And, obviously the main goal is to get into the top 1%. That's the main goal. One of my guys here, boom, top 1%, top 1%, and that's the goal. And what is that going to bring you? It's going to bring you more money, more love, from your family, friends, wife, girlfriend, kids. You guys have kids, more love. You be more appreciative. Muscles. You get jacked. You get in good shape. You feel good about yourself. And overall, man, you're going to be like a king, the king of your world. I always like to say that. Be the king of your world. That's the goal, man. So man, and pretty much that's what pretty much came up from, man, and that's pretty much my whole life journey in like a quick, 20-minute video. But yeah, man. So if you guys think there's something that can help you guys out, or if you guys are tired of freaking going through this stage of this brain fog and anxiety, depression, and poor habits and not focused, then there'll be a link down below. You guys can book a call with me and we can kind of talk about what we can do to fix this, man. For my guys who are in sales, because it's imperative you guys fix this because you guys are going to be here if you guys don't fix this. You guys are going to be here. You guys are going to be this guy, if you guys don't fix this, And I was there, so I know how that feels. Doesn't feel too good. You get the worst of the worst when you're like this guy. In this. All right. I know you guys want this, man. I know you guys want to have a nice dinner and say, "Freak it, put it on my tab. I'll pay for it." That's what you guys want. So, I'm definitely here to help you guys out, get you to the next level. So, if you guys, want to see how everything works, or you have questions and want to kind of run through some things, there'll be a link down below the description. You guys can book a call with me, and you can talk with me or a member of my team, and we'll get you in the right track, man. So yeah, guys, hope all's well, man. Talk to you guys soon. All right.